Hello, today we're going to show you how to install an HB Industries 16-inch Prostock handguard on your Ruger SFAR rifle. The installation is going to be quick, very simple, only a couple tools are required. HB Industries offers two versions of the 16-inch Prostock handguard. The first one is a 1913 version that features, in addition to the whole top rail, it features an additional 7 slots of Picatinny at the muzzle on the bottom of the handguard. This is useful for bipods or even acting as a hand stop or finger stop for your support hand. The second version is an M-LOK dedicated handguard that features M-LOK on 5 sides, 3 primary sides as well as 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. This is again very useful for mounting lights or switches. The full Picatinny top rail allows you to mount IR devices or more lights, backup sights, anything you would really want to on the entire top of the handguard. Let's go ahead and install the M-LOK version right now. The first thing we're going to do, as always, is check our firearm, make sure it's clear. We're going to make sure there's no round in the chamber. We'll insert a safety flag, make the weapon safe. From here, we'll notice inside the box with our handguard, we're included a 5/32 Allen key and 2 screws. In addition to the hardware that comes with the handguard, you might find it useful to grab a shop towel, the hardware, of course. I like to use thread lock and then a torque wrench capable of going up to 50 inch-pounds or 6 Newton meters. Next, we're going to remove the factory handguard. To do this, grab the included 5/32 Allen key and loosen the 2 screws that secure the factory handguard onto the upper receiver. After a few turns, you'll notice the screws are loose enough you can rotate them by hand. This is enough that we can now slide the factory handguard off of the barrel. I like to kind of grab the handguard and rotate it a little bit as I pull. This is going to help the handguard to walk off of the factory barrel nut. And once it's loose, just go ahead and remove the entire factory handguard shroud, and we're going to set this aside. Next, we're going to install the HB Industries Prostock 16-inch handguard. Again, installation is very simple. It's just reverse of the removal. So go ahead and grab that shop towel we talked about. Wipe down the factory barrel nut. If there's any residue or oil on there, getting it off now will help make sure that the new handguard stays put. I like to use blue Loctite. It could be 242 or 243 on the 2 screws. So go ahead and grab some thread lock, apply it to your hardware, and start your hardware into your new handguard. Again, using the included 5/32 Allen key, kind of spin them down a little bit just to get them started. And then we're going to install the handguard again, reverse of how we removed the factory handguard. We'll install our new handguard down onto the barrel nut, and we're going to take care to make sure it lines up correctly with the factory ejection port rod and the top 1913 rail here. With those 2 features confirmed, and also confirming that it's flush with the upper receiver, go ahead and tighten down your 2 screws. I like to do these in a crisscross pattern, or alternating pattern I should say, since there's just 2 screws. You'll kind of notice that as you get one snug, the other screw starts to kind of feel loose. The closer we get to being tight, or to final torque, you'll notice that the rotations get smaller and smaller. When you're down to about a quarter turn before they start to get snug, I like to switch over to a torque wrench. We're going to torque these to 50 inch-pounds, which is about 6 Newton meters. You can start with the front or the back screw, but again, we'll kind of alternate. So once you get a positive torque click on both screws, go back to the first screw that you picked. Notice it rotates another quarter turn or so. Just kind of walk back and forth between your 2 screws until neither screw can be rotated without meeting torque. With the new handguard installed, let's go realize some of the benefits over the factory handguard, like a fully enclosed DI system. increased rigidity over the factory handguard for more consistency on IR aiming devices like lasers and lights, as well as additional clearance to the gas regulator for better adjustment on the factory 1, 2, 3, and 0 settings. If you have any questions or need additional information, please reach out to us, email, phones, or on social media. Thanks for watching.